Good morning. Just having a bit of a shift around with some cows. Taking everything from the bottom shed that we should have moved when we cleaned them out the other day. Bringing them up to the top shed so they're ready for calving. Some of them are getting quite close, but we can only have X amount of cows in each pen. So there's 6 pens in the shed altogether. 4 of them we can have 22 cows in, and 2 of them we can have 14. They're smaller. So we're just having to like move them around a little bit, get them where we want them. So I'm writing down as we're going what cows are going to what pens, so we can put it on the system in case we need to find them for any reason. It's all a bit of a juggling act, see. I'm happy to report 2 more calves born since I went home last night. Hereford's had a nice big bull calf, and then we had a heifer calf about 9 o'clock last night. Me and Abby come in at 9:30, put it in a pen, gave the heifer some feed. Everyone's happy. Was it 2305? It was. They know who they are. Oh, no. 2202. Oh, I think we're there. So better store that safely. Back in the pocket you go. Right, that's every animal due to calve in the calving shed, John. So these guys are going to go down to the bottom shed now. They've all been here for a few days with their calves. They're all quite happy. And they'll make way for these 2. So this is the Hereford that calved yesterday afternoon. See her calf underneath her there. Big old chap. And then this heifer calved about 9 o'clock last night. And got a little heifer calf. You a good mum? Yeah. So hopefully that'll kick everything off. We had that one born dead yesterday, which was a bit of a knockback. It's always a bit of a worry. So when there's 2 that are born absolutely fine after it, it settles your nerves a bit. Of course you're thinking, oh God, what's going to happen here? We're going to have a run of dead ones or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to get to scraping out and bedding up, and we'll see where we get to. Right, come on then, chaps. Time to shine, calf. God, look at the size of your belly. Nice stretch, it's good. This is usually like trying to herd cats, isn't it? There we go. Come on, mothers, lead the way, lead the way, lead the way. Oh, gunging. Waving everywhere as well. Come! Oh my lord. That was aimed at you as well. It was. He's like, oh, I get. I want to get back there. Look at him go. Oh my lord. That's that meal. Do you want to push them up, or do you want to leave them as they are for a minute?
I'll leave them as they are for a minute, I think.
Alright, just drop these gates down onto the bottom hanging so that calves can't get under there. Done the same here as well. We've left a pen between them. We'll bring some more cows and calves down here at some point. So they're all happy over there. We are on with bedding up. John's just given the handler a bit of a swill off. The front of it's got pretty mucky the last few days with the mucking out we've been doing. He's just gone to grab the Fergie, growler as it's known. So I can load myself up here. These bales we're on now, quadrants, beautiful straw, really, really nice. They just don't go very far because they're not that big. Whereas big bales like this, they go an awful lot further. There's a lot more straw in them. Textbook. So I think we've got a fair run of quadrant bales now for a while. Just means we have to run around with a little bit more straw occasionally, depending on how dirty the sheds are. We can very nearly get 2 of those in. We just end up dropping some around the yard, which is a waste. We don't really like doing that. We got a big run of quadrants now. There's one big bale left in the corner down there, I see. Probably if you bed up the pen like I did with the calving pen, and then try and pen up the side, you end up doing like that. No, well, not hardly enough. No. The other nice thing about these bales, they are single knotted on end. It's really tempting to put another bale on top there. You just end up dropping it around the yard. It's no good. If we were to do it, we need like a chain that goes from here across to here, just to keep this, like when these fall down, look, the flakes, they sit on that bar nicely. How about this for a calflet? 43.3 kilos. Absolute hooner. There's mother. So do the agri webbing.
If you be so kind.
2797. So John's just putting a ring on that one's nuts. I need this heifer to come over because I've got a scanner with this, so we know which animal we're dealing with next. And then we've got to get her calf, which is currently there, out and do the tagging and weighing and everything we normally do. And we use AgriWeb as our herd management app. As we put these new calves on the system on AgriWeb, once we finish, it sends it off to BCMS, so then the passports come in the post. It's all automated, which is handy.
Nope.
One calf returned, and then don't look at the heifer, and then just missed her. I missed her. Oh, the old backward scratch. Got her. Put the clobber down here a minute. As John comes out, I'll shut the gate behind him. Keeps us safe. Mother can come down here and have a look at what's going on. Into the crate you go, Squire. I think it's a little heifer calf. Yeah. A heifer from a heifer. What is handy on AgriWeb here is when you're doing multiple cows, so we're doing the second one here this morning, it preloads all the tag information for you. So you have to write in the first one that you tag. But if you do like save and next to do the next animal, it preloads the tag you're using. So that number there matches up with that number there. So this will take a tissue sample for BVD. That BVD tagging test?
Yeah, one's BVD, one's just DNA.
So all the information we need to put in here, I think I've done. We'll put it to the calf pen location. We've got a management group for all the calves. Put its weight in, 30.5, this one. And tag colour, she'll be a white, won't she? She's F5. Yeah. So she is a pure mongrel. So that tag that John is getting out is the same as the white one in that cow's ear there. You can see it. That means she is as pure a stabiliser as they can get. Next job on the agenda involves getting in the 155, finding a bale trailer, finding some bales, and taking them over to the other farm to keep the green platform animals going, because they are running out of clamp silage. These switches are very handy on the back of these tractors. Just push them down and they eject your pipes for you. Saves having to tear on them. Now that we've finished feeding the silage all but that little bit there, I'm just going to back this trailer straight back into that gap. You can stay under cover. It'll obviously need a wash before we start thinking of going silaging. Kindly come down to load the bales up for us. It took a bit of working out what we wanted, so we've got farm bales, as they're known there. What John's picking up are 2022 made green farm platform bales. We've then got a big stack of 2023 made green farm platform bales. The other side of that are some 2021 green platform bales that are, to be honest, not that good. They'll probably just end up going for cows. And then we've got a big stack of blue bales down there. That won't mean a lot to some of you, but we know what we're on about. So we're going to put 10 on the bottom and 4 on the top. We'll put a couple straps around it. We'll head over to Rowden and load them. John's going to bring a bucket full of wheat distillers over, because we're getting short of that over there as well. We need it all there before the weekend. You don't want to be farting around doing that sort of stuff on the weekend. Hopefully you can get enough, and we've put that box in the most inconvenient place. The reason we make bales as well as clamp silage is because we have all the sheep in this shed that are on the platform system as well, and we haven't got another clamp back here. So we make the bales as like our second cut, and that does the sheep, and it also does the cows when they run out of their clamp silage. They're a bit more labour intensive to feed, but can't do without it. John's spiking them to pick them up. You're probably asking why we're not using the grab thing that doesn't split the plastic, but they're going to be fed really quickly, so it doesn't make any odds. They won't go off in the short amount of time they're over there. I'll grab some straps. Looks like we got ourselves a convoy. As the saying goes, if it's on, it's gone. Next stop, Rowden. Right, so John's just clearing up the loose silage on the left there. He's going to stick it on the right hand side, I think. Unless that bit he thinks is done, he's going to take that to the dummy. But yes, this is all the clamp silage that is left. So he wants to clear this corner out, and then we'll put the bales there. And then fiddle feed this and then go into bales, or mix it for a couple of days or something. Bit of an issue with the gutters here, you can see how wet it is, but we can't access them to clean them out. Really well planned from when the shed was built, wasn't it? But yes, we'll get these bales off. Well, I missed John stacking them because I went and talked to the guys weighing the cattle, but there they are. We got one animal in the brown group that weighs 582 kilos at 12 months old. Okay, John's leaving that here. We're both going to ride back on this. Then after lunch, John's going to come back over, push up a load of dung, and I'll find something else to do. Little e-worker Merlot is going back tomorrow morning, so we thought we just better give it a bit of a wash before it goes. 3, 2, 1. We've changed location, but it is a clean machine, or a lot cleaner than it was. It's going to go through the workshop anyway before it goes out to the next person who's having it, so just give it a bit of a spruce up. I'm just going to clean the inside with a bit of blue roll. Then I need to take that trailer off. Got cows to feed. Got no telly on at the moment though. So it's turned into an absolutely hideous afternoon weather-wise. All that nice weather we had in January is currently being undone this afternoon. Fields were just starting to dry up. Now they're going to be sodden again. But I thought I'd show you this. We have got ourselves one of these, what do you call them? Trolley things, they're going under vehicles. A composite creeper, as they call it. We had one of these before, and it got driven over. So we've got a new one. Let's have a play on this. Hooray! It's even got the little tray for like your tools. I'm going to take up doing the toboggan, whatever it's called.
Right, I'll pick one.
I think that's a pretty good addition. Just need somewhere to keep it where it's not going to get driven over. Perhaps around the back of here. No one can drive over that there. Dispose of this box. Right, I'm going to go park that trailer away, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. It's raining. There's always something to do when it's raining. Right, the boss man has returned. Bowman's just put the feeder wagon going. Just opened up a couple bales for him. Got 2 round bales. There's a tiny bit of silage left on the floor, and a round bale of hay. That'll do the cows mix for tonight. We've got to take a bit of a nice silage up for the 2 fresh ones that we tagged earlier. They need something to eat, so perhaps I'll do that in a minute whilst John is doing the wagon. And then just a job of pushing in and probably doing some office work this afternoon. There's always plenty of that to do, and you always want to do it on a wet day, so probably sit in front of the computer for a couple of hours. Certainly knows that is on the front of there. Not really built for that size of shear grab, that machine. Paolo's mum is stood back there with her tail in the air. Does that mean she's going to carve, I wonder? Right, we'll just come in and drop that food here somewhere. I bought you some new food, cows. You could at least come and look at it. Now, I think Paolo's mum is thinking about carving. Paolo's mum is that white-faced cow over there. Just been stood in front of by the other one. She's wandering around with her tail in the air, which can be a sign that they're thinking of carving. The rest of them all look pretty chilled out here. I'll have a bit of a wander through the shed in a minute and see if anything else is thinking about it. I'm just going to go and push in all the food though, whilst I've got the tractor here. Chucking it down, look. So it's been about half an hour since I was up here feeding the cows behind me. This is Paolo's mum. And she is wandering around with her tail in the air a lot. She keeps pawing the ground just to try and make a nest. She keeps wanting to go over there and carve, but every time she goes to lay down, another heifer goes and just butts her in the side. I am completely torn between leaving her, I hope she'll just get on with it, or taking her out of here and putting her down in the next individual pen so she's got peace and quiet, and seeing if she'll just get on with it. The fact that she hasn't got on with it is making me a bit nervous that there's something not quite right as well. Give her 5 minutes and see what the herdsman says. So we've just put her in an individual pen, so hopefully she'll get on and do something. John's just put his hand in her with a glove on, and everything is there presented correctly, so hopefully she'll get on with it. Exciting times to be Paolo's mum. Right, I am off home. Paolo's mum has not done anything yet. We're just going to leave her because everything's the right way around. There's no point trying to force anything. We'll keep an eye on the camera. John will be back in a couple of hours anyway to do the night check. All the rest of them are just stood there eating. Sort of wanting them to get on with it a bit. But there, that's carving for you. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. There are loads of links down in the description for all of our other social channels and links to our sponsors. Thank you for those guys for helping us out. And yeah, we'll see you on another video very soon. Cheerio.